Hey everyone, Jerry here, and we're back in OpenTTD. Now, today, I kind of want to set up a production chain for some steel to get to this plant here as well. Since if we are gonna make our tinned hamburgers, then we need the steel for the tins as well. Now, that's one thing in English that doesn't make any sense at all. Tins being able to be made from anything other than tin, but whatever. It's possible, it's done in real life, so why not? Anyway, in order for us to do this, we need to find first of all an iron mine which produces a lot. Like, I don't care where it is, because what's gonna matter is the steel plant, steel mill. So we'll have a look in the industry directory here. Sort by production, of course. Actually, we'll sort by type instead. And then we'll find all of these iron mines here. Now, let's see. The best one here is all the way over here with 90 tons. Which, to be honest, it's a decent location. I mean, it means that we'll have to transport it a far way in order to get it to a steel mill, and we'll have to transport it another very far distance in order to get it to a factory, which means we're gonna roll in the dough. So, with that ridiculous similar, that's useless. Let us find a steel mill. Now, this one here is more or less directly in between. Yeah, it's actually more or less directly in between, which is actually very good for us. Now, it is quite far away from this piece of track here, and it's also quite far away from this piece of track here, but the route will be much more direct if we take it from, like, if we make an extension from here and then go out. But it'll be cheaper for us to make an extension from here and then go this way around. So it's really, do we want to save a lot of money and time and just connect it over here and then have the trains go a longer distance? Or do we want to make the direct route? Now, the thing is, there's one thing I haven't quite figured out with this. With these cargo graphs here. Either, it says here cargo distance of 20 squares, so is that 20 squares as the bird flies, as the crow flies, or is it 20 squares of ground traveled? Because then having this extra bit here is actually gonna be a boon to us. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm gonna go with connecting here, I think, mainly because I have some bigger plans for this bit up here, because at the moment this track here doesn't make any sense. Like, if you want to go from here to here, then you need to go all the way around here. So what I'm gonna do with before too long is figure out which of these lands are the most important, and this one by far wins up here. This one is gonna be pretty important, and this one down here is important. All the rest, this one is gonna be important as well. So basically, we're gonna make a junction between this one, this one, this one, and this one from up here. Now I'm probably just gonna leave this merged into here because that's actually pretty good. So between this one, and this one, I'm gonna make a big junction here, and then we'll have all the others branching off from there. Now, this is gonna be a bloody expensive project, so I'd prefer to have like $1 million or so before we start that. Which is why I'm gonna get started on setting up this steel production chain. Now, just for good measure here, I'm gonna start out by building the station down here. I want to do something a bit special with this. We're not gonna... I need to unpause the game. Let's try that again. Accepts iron ore, supply steel. Excellent. Now, as it is right now, we don't need ability for trains to like go through the station. What we need instead is that trains come in, they go out, they turn around. So we need a bypass to allow trains to like circle around the station. Either that, or we need to only have one entrance to it and then have another branch off there. But that's very inefficient. Instead, I'd prefer to have a make a bypass or a round pass or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Now I'm gonna take a shortcut here across the fields, and then we'll go up here. Yeah, I think this will be good. We just barely scratched or managed to miss that field. And let's make a nice little spaghetti junction here. I'm looking for the landscaping tools. There we are. There we go. One tunnel there. One tunnel there. No tracks there. That's just stupid. Now, I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of signals again. But yeah, we'll deal with that. Let's see, from here and from here. But yeah, signal, remove there and there. And then we have our junction here. I'm just quickly gonna signal it up. These are the... no, these are the pass signals, the block signals, pass signals, there we go. I did not want a signal there, that's just excessive. We need a signal there, and then we need a signal here, and we probably should get one here as well, just in case. Yeah, okay. Now over here, of course, we make our usual thing here, so we can actually get into all the different tracks on the station here. Actually, I know what I can do. I am so stupid. Whatever. Anyway, block signals there. Path signals as usual. Bam. Bam. Quickly do this, and then we'll get right onto the good stuff again. There we go. Now, basically, the thought I had was that we'd need to like make it possible for trains to turn around and such, but really what we can just do is have 2 tracks dedicated to one and 2 tracks dedicated to the other, and that way the trains will just turn around inside the stations. So yeah, that should work. There is an iron ore mine here in the way. I don't know which one that is. It's 54 tons, it's not a lot. But I reckon it might be worth picking up, like just having a... It's a pretty short road, really. So in terms of money, it's probably not worth it. But in terms of production, it might be. You know what, we'll plop down a station here and then we can decide later. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna flatten out this bit here. We'll have these connecting into, and then we'll make a... We'll make the bypass here, then you guys get a chance to see how that would look. So basically what we need is we need a tunnel underneath for the for at least one of the tracks here. In principle, it's the exact same thing as a one of these junctions we just built up here, but I only need to make this monodirectional, meaning that if we put in the signals here so I can just see which side is which. There we go. To get to this track here, we just need a way for it to go like this, because we don't need anything coming from here to turn around into there. It just goes past like that. But we need something, a way to go from the trains coming here to go in under here and then up here. And to that effect, I might have just screwed myself over. Yeah, it appears I have. Unless I can be tricky here. Yeah, I can. Yes, excellent. Like that. And then of course I managed to place a signal too much here. Why is it that whenever I place signals like automatically, they always go in the positions I don't want them in? Or that's gonna annoy me later. It's a gift, I guess. Okay, let's just quickly set this station up here. Okay, now we can continue on to this one down here. Station, getting that set up is, I guess, first priority. And then we need to get the tracks up here. Now, there are a bunch of rivers in the way, which I'm really not a fan of these rivers in the game. I mean, they weren't in the original, and quite frankly, they're a bit annoying here. Mainly because they're so expensive to clear out. Now I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat from eco-friendly guys saying, hey, you shouldn't change the cost of the rivers. And most likely, I mean, it's all the thing I just did there also kind of reminds me of my the Let's Play series where someone destroyed my source block of water in Better Than Walls. So just destroyed the source block of the river. But yeah, it's my river, it's my world, I get to decide. Okay, we're probably gonna need to make a couple of turns here, just to make it somewhat efficient. Usual cross over here, so trains can go to either track. And path signals. Now the thing about these diagonal tracks here is that you can't put them down slopes, which is, quite frankly, it's a limiting factor. It's a very limiting, but it does make sense in that the way World is built these nice arranged squares. But it does limit the way that you can like move your track around. Okay, quickly getting some signals done here. And then we'll need to start thinking about what to do next. It doesn't work with that level soon. Okay, bam. Now again, I reckon you guys are probably sick and tired of watching me place signals, but really, it's one of the most important things in order of in terms of actually connecting or making your trains work. And that is, it's just one thing that you can't really go without. You have to do signals. Now, what I was gonna do there is put a separate track in for a depot, but I failed. I couldn't get it to work because I didn't see it in my mind properly. Okay, let's see. The strongest train is by far this one, but it also has a very low max reliability. So I think I'm gonna go with one of the cheaper ones here for now. I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for that, but there we go, full length. Go here, full load. Go not there. Go here. No loading. And unload all. And then you need to go to a depot. Let's just tell you to go in there. And since we have the money, I'm just gonna clone this train immediately. Except that I'm gonna share orders. There we go. Now, we have this one as well here. I figure I might as well hook it up. Like, I don't need it as such, but since I did build a station here, I might as well just hook it up. I mean, it's probably gonna be it's not gonna be the most profitable thing we ever done, but it'll give me a chance to use this faster locomotive here and then just have a slightly shorter train, and we'll have two of the slightly shorter trains, so we'll have some like a constant flow. And then go to depot. And quickly clone this train. There we go, now we can clean up these windows here. Now again, this one here's not going to be the most profitable one. Now, the thing is, I just realized I built a rather long stretch of railroad here, and I actually, thinking about it, I do want to connect it to the rest of my network here. So yes, I will be doing the bypass anyway. But since I did it this way, it's actually exceedingly easy to do so, because we just take these separate tracks here and lead them around with path signals on. And now I kind of want a bit of symmetry here just to make it pretty in the end. It's completely unnecessary, but that's just yeah, I want some symmetry. But there we go, now we have a bypass, so we can actually completely pass by the station. Now the station itself is working pretty efficiently, I guess, since it has like a very strict purpose. It's gonna be supplying steel to this factory here. And to that effect, I think we should actually get a train going in here immediately. And I'm actually gonna extend this just a bit here. Yeah, we're making money. Excellent. Train income fell this year, I don't know why. Whatever. So yeah, bypass with the station. And this station of course cannot actually affect, so we'll do this. Then you can go in here, this way through, or if you're in a hurry and don't want to mess with the station, you can go this way here. Like if the station is, if there's a train in there. That's why I only have the 2 signals in here. Basically, if there's any train in here, then this one will prevent any other trains from coming in. Now, you see it's already went up from 61 to 64%. But let's just go with this one again. Now, this one here will need steel. So let's get some steel trucks. And might as well fill it all the way up. Go to here, full load, and go. So we have you in place. And then go over here, unload all. And then I actually want you to go into this depot here. No, I don't. But yeah, that one of the more fancy things about this, the OpenTTD version, is that you have the option of sending a train into a depot to refit it, and which basically means you can have it change carts around. So I could use the same. I could use one engine to go from here, from the mine here, bring over here, bring a bunch of stuff to this, refit it here, go back in, pick up stuff, and then continue on. It's not really efficient, like as far as I see it. But it might work, I don't know. Anyway, I want you to service here instead. Actually, I did tell you to do that. Anyway. Now, until we get some iron delivered, there's no reason to make another train here. Except for increasing our costs. So what I'm actually going to do is tell you to skip here, so you start delivering some stuff, and you're almost done, but I'm just going to tell you to skip anyway, so we can get the second train loaded. And that means this one should start producing pretty soon, since we have this train coming here. Now, unless it's with the specific purpose of like setting up a new system like I have here, with I need to like send in the train in order for it to even start delivering to my station, then I really don't recommend skipping orders like that. But to get the ball rolling, to get stuff started, then it's pretty efficient, or it can be at least. So we're just quickly gonna wait for this one to come in here, and then hopefully It'll turn around nicely since there's nowhere else for it to go. So many oil rigs. Ridiculous. See, this one started loading up now. And the steel mill in Punville has closed. Ah, so punny. Anyway, just before we end this episode, I just want to have a quick look at our ships here. Now, as you can see, why is this one red? I don't quite know. Might be because it's not making profit. Our passenger ship here is barely making profit, really. And our oil ships are, yeah, because they're so slow, it's not really. It seems a bit weak to me. It might be much better later in the game. I can't tell for sure. But basically the speed is really hurting my ships right now. And you can see that here. Ship income 40,000, ship running cost 9,000. Last year, basically the running costs were nearly half of their income. So they are breaking even, but they're not the ones that are making us the big bucks. But yeah, next episode will be me rebuilding this entire thing here, but we'll have a larger junction here. So hopefully you'll join me then. So until then, I'll see you around. I'm Jerry, this has been OpenTTD.